because they are a lot safer to deal out their damage. But never mind that. The minute is up. We are in game. And we see regular, little standard setups here. We can see everybody's covering all the entrances here. Well, one entrance actually not being covered by 010 Powerspike. They got 2 people bunched up near the Raptor pit, but no cheeky invades, no cheeky angles this game. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and the runes look fairly standard. I think the one thing that worries me is P-Sword and Balls having electrocute. Like I think as a jungler, it's more common to go Conqueror on Zed, I think, and especially into Ace of Diamonds team. You know, Wukong, Sion. These guys are pretty beefy. I think you want the Conqueror more than the small burst of electrocute.
Yeah, I see the vision, which is that he wants to be able to burst Lucian, Milio, or Oriana like immediately, right? So he's not gonna have a hard time triggering electrocute on those champions. But yeah, again, in team fights, I think that you probably want more of a beefy build. So maybe like going for like Black Cleaver instead of say Yomu's Ghostblade, or going for the Eclipse so that you get the shielding, right? Still gives him lethality, still gives him all the stats he wants, but it also makes him a little beefier. Means that he can get in and out of fights without dying as easily. But I imagine, considering he's gone that electrocute, he may be going more for those kind of one-shot special items. We may see like the Yomu's Ghostblade, Cyclo Sword as well. Yeah, Cyclo Sword's an insane item on Zed, isn't it? Because he dashes so frequently that it's pretty much always up. And nice trade here by the... Oh, okay, this might be first blood. We see Heal has to come out here. Never mind, though. And this is, we spoke a little about this. The Ezreal Nami poke is gonna be strong, and they are able to burn all of the Lucian pots here, and they got the heal as well. Meanwhile, Paydays is really low. Not something to be super worried about, I think, for the Sion, though, because even if he dies, at this point in the game, his passive is long enough that he literally doesn't have a death timer. He just respawns. Like, he kills things with his passive, and then he respawns, and then immediately TPs back to lane, and he misses nothing.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm Paydays there, I'm taking a death and dying for the wave, because, you know, Shen's wave clear is really bad. So, you get the shove, and then you get a reset, and you come back out with items. And, you know, your tempo is much better than the Shen's. So.
Oh, okay, Zed coming in here for a early gank. This is what we were saying as well, like, oh!
The W damage.
God damn the W damage by Levi there on the Ezreal. Gonna pick himself up first blood. And stark difference here in the bot lane now that Levi is on the comfort of the Ezreal. And yeah, we did speak a little bit about how fast Zed is. He was able to full clear the jungle and get down to that bot lane gank and scare them out. And now I think it's gonna be a double crab.
Yeah, they're both running for that top crab.
Yeah. And yeah, look at this. Just look at the W damage here. Just pop straight to the fountain. And Milio just watches the 80 carry die. And yeah, we see a little tussle for that top crab here. I don't think anyone's going to move. Or actually, Briar's Impact does give up lane pressure to try and make sure Zed can get that second crab. Don't think it's going to cost him anything, though. Going to be able to go straight back to lane. And Starlet is resetting now, so... how the hell does this... Oh, I guess it's because of the wave, right? Like the... Yeah, I was going to say, how does Paydays have a level lead? But it's just because more minions have died. Math is hard for me, guys. Ignore me.
And, you know, as you mentioned the wave, I think this bot lane...
Oh, this might be another kill? I don't think so now. Never mind. Good job. Oh, okay. They get object. Yeah, they get the flash. They get the flash. That's good. I was gonna say chasing it further seemed like a bit in, but now note that Paydays has burned all of his summoner spells because he burnt the TP early, and Leo was able to walk back to lane instead. So he has his TP. There's a TP advantage, and then now off of that play, there's also flash advantage. So if we see P-Stored and Balls go back topside, I think they may finally, the third time, get the kill here. But sorry, I did cut in right in what you were going to say.
Yeah,
What were you
there
talking
was a
about?
play going on. I was gonna say, like, as you were talking about waves, the kind of bot lane kill that we saw, it kind of all started from Falcon and Mochi not really respecting the level 2 timer from Levi and Gladiator. So they took that massive trade on at level 1, and they were kind of forced out of the lane at that point.
Agreed. We do see, even though they are a kill down and about 13 CS down, they are still trying to trade here, and they do get the better of Levi here. Dodge the bubble there from Gladiator, and yeah, they're probably quite happy with that trade there, I think. And
Yeah, definitely.
even though the gold went over to Ezreal, and Ezreal has got this lead, it hasn't actually manifested in a meaningful advantage in items. So he, as is tradition for Ezreal, has had to buy Tear, which is a scaling item. It's not going to really help him in lane. He's doing it so that when he eventually gets his Manamune, when he gets the original item, I can't remember what it's called, it turns straight into a Manamune. Because he doesn't want to have to waste time stacking 360 stacks after buying the item outright, right? But in lane, it's essentially just 350 to 400 gold that he's not getting damage stats off of. Kind of like a coal, essentially.
Yeah, Sion's got this cult, and it's giving him 0 stats, and he's just going to die, I think.
I think he does die here, yeah. You can see this is really really good positioning by Leo to try and prevent him from getting away with his ultimate. And eventually the minions are going to die and give him the... Yeah, because of the Q, you're right. And... Oh, that was a really ambitious E there by the Ezreal, but okay, something happened. We didn't see what happened topside, I guess. Leo decided to let Paydays live.
Yeah, I think it was just a classic ring around the roses in the alcove, and
yeah, a little bit of alcove gaming.
Out.
Well played by him, nonetheless, I suppose. And we can see that the gold lead in the bot lane, or at least the CS lead, I should say, is actually shrinking. And they've moved 3 members here to secure this first Drake completely uncontested. So parallel to game 1, where it was the 0-10 Powerspike squad getting 2 objectives back-to-back uncontested. Now it's Ace of Diamonds getting the first Drake. So Void Grubs have spawned with Zed on the top side. It looks like Paydays is going to get a cheeky ward in to make sure that Zed doesn't try to take them all on his lonesome.
Yeah, I think Falcon's going to have to take a bit of a not ideal base because he stopped to help with the Drake.
Yeah,
this wave is going to crash.
We see, is that the Brutalizer in Zed's build path? What is that build into? I don't actually know. Is it Voltaic Cyclone Sword?
I'm not 100% if it's in that, but it might be the what's it called? The Hydra, Profane Hydra, to help with clear speed.
Yes. I'm gonna quickly double check. It builds out of, yeah, it does, the Brutalizer and 2 longswords, so it is almost certainly a Cyclo Sword. We see Wukong here. Wukong has Cyclone, so he really does want to maybe try and make something happen here. And 2-man Shockwave by Starlet, but then immediately, as soon as they know the CC is down, Levi pulls the trigger. They get the flash here out of Starlet, and they're gonna get that kill. Peace Sword and Bulls is gonna take that for himself. And Wukong is kind of out of sorts here. He knows his team's nearby, and he's thinking we can maybe do something. They've sent Briar's Impact bot lane to catch the wave off of Paydays trying to split here. And this, yeah, Cyclone comes out here, culling out here as well by Say, trying to get as much damage as he physically can out. 3-man taunt by Leo, and I think that Madden has to get out here. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we see Briar's Impact actually claims the Feats of Warfare, and everybody is super low here. I don't know how this is going to go. Zed's going to pick himself up another kill, and this is 5-0 for 0-10 Powerspike. And I think they have to just forfeit the grubs there. Awkward play here by Ace of Diamonds, you know? That's a lot of deaths in a short space of time here. First Blood had not gone down in game 1 by this point. And we have a 3k gold lead for 0-10. So they are off to the races here, and we're going to see here how this play all started out. think, yeah, we see early flash
Love the
here, and this
confidence
is
from Levi. It just goes in with the
yeah.
E after the shockwave is used.
100%. As soon as he knew that there was nothing to stop him, he was just like, all right, cool, let's go in. Maximum damage all the time. Now we see, even with the man disadvantage here, Ace of Diamonds are trying to push themselves, try to get something. And I think it's just maybe poorly calculated. Lucian even tries his hardest to get in there. And then the ultimate from Shen is going to come out and keep Nami alive. Just big clutch there, and the rest of the team have to just walk out. They lose 3 in the exchange, plus Payday's dying off in a side lane for nothing, and Grubs go over. So it's going to delay Ace of Diamonds from getting the feat of monster slaying. The ability for Shen to be able to split push as well is going to be much higher now that he has the Grubs, because they got all 3 Grubs, so he does get the assistance there with the little Grubbies. And yeah, I think it's actually a big upswing here. Okay, we're gonna see. Oh, we do get to see the solo kill here. So he's on like 30% HP. Ultimate comes out by Briar's impact and burns the flash for it, but it's gonna actually still finish it. Guess it was with an E. It's gonna be the laser beam, surely. Yeah. And then he's gonna get to walk away as well. Probably gets to shove the wave in. So it's actually a big upswing in gold there for the victor as well.
I feel like Hades is scared to die. You know, we saw it like the level 2, level 3 that he based and TP'd in rather than dying for the wave. And this one as well, like he had the ultimate, but chooses not to use it and goes down.
Yeah, I agree. And I think we can see he's finished up his Barmies here. So he's going for a Sunfire Cape as his first item. Bubble there is going to land onto the Lucian, who's going to immediately culling, but the wave is going to eat most of it. So I don't know if that was intentional there, or if he knew they weren't going to be able to kill, so decided, let me convert this damage into getting shove. But still a big cooldown. You know, I think it's on about 90 seconds or so right now, right? Something along those lines. So it's Drake is in a minute. It may not be up for that next fight. I was going to say we should have a quick look at items, because if we look at the Wukong has actually prioritized getting beefier over getting his Triforce. So he has rushed his tier 2 boots. He's gone for the plated steel caps, which again is not a normal set of boots for the Wukong in my experience. Tend to want the tenacity off of the Merc treads because of the fact that you get so much armor from your passive. But in this instance, I suppose he knows he's going to be fighting the Ezreal, he's going to be fighting the Zed. He wants that extra kind of protection. Less worried about the victor, maybe.
Yeah, really interesting there that Paydays manages to cancel Levi's base, but they decide not to contest the Drake. And it will just be taken for free by Peace Lord and Balls.
I think Peace Lord and Balls is on a massive power spike right now. Okay, we see the ultimate here finally come out for Paydays to keep himself alive. In the meantime, though, Tidal Wave is going to come out, just about misses Milio, but the bubble will connect, and now Zed's going to go in for the kill. Surely going to get it. Levi's going to get spoon-fed this Milio, and that is 6th kill on the board here for 0-10 Power Spike. And this game is a stark difference for them from game 1. Levi hitting the Chinese sandbagging tactics to match his name. And okay, they go straight for the dive here, and Falcon didn't stand a chance. There was nothing he could do with the Zed there in the game. And
yeah, beautiful bubble from Vlad.
Yeah, straight clean gameplay here by 0-10 Power Spike, who are honestly on path to bring us to a game 3 right now with how they're playing. This is looking super confident, and we're gonna get a nice
like
little
a lot
replay.
of the goals that we wanted them to hit. You know, they're winning a lot more early game skirmishes and getting their players ahead.
No, agreed. We mentioned the agency that the Kazakhs didn't have in game 1. Well, I feel like all Zed has had in this game is agency. He's been first to the play in every play they have made. He has 5 out of 7 for kill participation. So he's been on the map. He's not going to quite call it omnipresent, but he has been a force to be reckoned with right now. And he's got those lucidity boots as well. So that W is going to be on a way shorter cooldown than it has any right to be, giving him all that more mobility and all the more charges onto the Cyclo Sword. And again, I think this is the third objective they have to give up here. And I think that's just feats of warfare, therefore. Oh, sorry, feats of strength, just straight up. They get the monster slaying because they got 1 Drake, all of the grubs, and the Herald. And they have the 3 kills. They're the only team in the game with kills. So yeah, they take those feats to the bank. And trying to remember exactly what the tier 3 lucidity boots do, because I believe depending on who you're playing, they can be really strong, right? I think it's like if you slow someone or you buff an ally, that you get extra stuff. And I don't quite know if that's a thing for the Zed. I'm gonna have to look into it. But let's not right now, because we see our bubble land here onto Madden, and Madden might be caught out here. Arcane Comet's going to come out, and the Tidal Wave is going to follow, but they're not quite going to be able to catch them. And a culling is going to be burnt here. Defensive culling, no less, to keep his team safe. And now they're trying to go on the turn back. We see the clone is going to come out here by Madden, but he isn't going to find the angle. And this is, yeah, this is kind of rough. Not much there for them to get, and... Oh, okay. Madden goes in with the Cyclone and the Shockwave here, but then the ultimate's going to come out by Zed, and Zed's going to be able to get this on a rampage. Second kill for him. Oriana's not long for this world either. Milio gets caught too, and this might be a flat-out ace. Paydays is on his own at his mid-tier 1, and I don't think he's getting away. The Victor W is gonna just smoke him, and that's a flat-out ace right now. 5k gold lead, tier 1 mid's gonna go down. They're gonna pop the Herald. They're gonna see what they can get from this. And I don't think that gets the turret. Yeah. I don't think they get the turret from that, but they're probably gonna go for the second charge here and maybe get themselves 2 turrets. This is a smacking right now. And now we see on the way out, Zed's just gonna go in, take the entire bot side jungle. Madden's sitting in the cuck chair right now in that bush. Knows his camps are getting taken, but he can't do anything about it. Okay, so we're gonna see this play here. Yeah, maybe a little too much.
Try and one-shot the Victor, but he has the flash, and then flash ult from Pistol and Balls picks up 2, and then it's just a 5v3. Everyone gets beat up.
Not much they could really do there. It's yeah, super rough here. And it's unfortunate for the Scion as well, because I feel like by the time he had a chance to impact that fight, the fight had already ended. And now we see 6k gold lead at 17 minutes. Well, technically 18, really. But so this game is a stark difference. And the leads here, if we look at just items alone, we can see that Shen knows in this game that he's not supposed to be the damage, and he is built accordingly. Instead of going for the Titanic Hydra first, he's gone for the Heartsteel. So he's looking to just farm HP and then be a meat shield for the damage dealers of his team. 6-0-3 on the Zed with 2 full items. He's got the Serpent's Fang to try and prevent the Milio shielding and the shielding off of Oriana, and I guess also Scion shielding as well. It does actually do a lot of work on this team. And then the Cyclo Sword as well. And I think he does have the tier 3 movements, the tier 3 boots as well. So is it? I can't even tell. It's so small.
The ones on Nami are the upgraded ones.
Oh yeah, no, you're 100% right. Yeah, they look weirdly like kind of jagged. What's the word I'm looking for here? Yeah, jagged, I guess. Yeah, they're like more boxy. But yeah, that second Drake here gonna go completely uncontested. I think it's the correct play. I'm not gonna lie. 4 Ace of Diamonds at this point. They need to stem the bleeding, and they need to find as much gold as they can on the map uncontested, which is what they're doing here. They get themselves their first turret. That's gonna give them some objective bounty as well. They commit almost every player on their team to the thing to make sure they get it, and they get it safely. And it's not done too much to the gold disadvantage, but you know, every little counts right now. And everybody around they got a little bit of that shutdown as well, so they take that for sure. Meanwhile, Zed is looking to maybe counter jungle here. He does have the Victor with him, but they decide better of it right now. And it looks like Shove is going to be taking this top tier 1. There are multiple members here though, and they know where Wukong is, so they're trying to maybe get a kill on him. and they're able to zone him away long enough that Levi and Gladiator are able to just take the objective for free. Ultimate comes up by Sion. Not the best target to ultimate, I think, by Zed, but he does end up scaring them away at least. Nobody dies, where I feel like he could have gotten punished for that.
Yeah, I think that could have been their chance to get the shutdown.
I agree, yeah, if they maybe full sent it, but they decide better of it, and now it's going to be Atacon for free here for 0-10 Powerspike. Do we think maybe their name might come into action for Ace of Diamonds? Because we're past that 0-10 point now, right? So maybe the Powerspike will come against them this time. Who knows?
Yeah, it looks really rough for
I doubt it, but you know, I doubt it, but we'll have to see how it goes. I think it is nearly item advantages on every single player, right? We got 2 items on bot, we got 2 items on mid, we got 2 items on jungle versus 1 item apiece for Ace of Diamonds. The only place where there isn't an item lead. Yeah, he is. He's got 50 CS lead actually. Yeah. I haven't been paying a massive amount of attention to what Sion has, what the Shen has been doing to explain why he is 50 CS down. Has he been sacking waves or yeah?
The Sion has kind of been left to farm side lanes. Which,
yeah. I don't know if anything's going to happen here. Bubble's going to go wide, and we see Milio is here to try and maybe get the team out. Tidal Wave's only going to land onto Paydays. Madden gets a little non-committal trade here with his Q, but then Zed does actually get hit out into the middle of the team. Going to get damage into a bunch of people. Cycle is going to come out. This kind of maybe looks favored for Ace of Diamonds. This is maybe the time they can actually make a comeback here. They get 1 kill. I don't know if they can get more, though. We can see Say is pushing his luck here, pushing forward in front of his teammates, in fact, to try and maybe make something happen. But Briar's Impact is on the top side, securing a tier 2. So for as much money as they just got shutting down Zed, they may lose another 1,000 gold here to 0-10 Powerspike on the split push. The Victor split push is unconventional, but we see, oh, big flash shockwave gets a shutdown onto Nami. Arcane Barrage is going to come out, and I think Lucian might be dead here. Flash is coming out on both sides. Another kill here for the Ezreal, double kill onto Levi, who's going to be chasing down the Orianna. Yeah, Victor here doesn't actually get the tier 2 top because of Paydays, but he's going to try and convert it into a kill onto Starlet here. Big, slow, on a rampage right now. Got the double burn here between the Blackfire Torch and the Leandri's Torment, and yeah, the slowing off of the Evolved E, and we can't see it right now because oh, we can see it now. Okay, never mind. Camera decided to show us. I did see on the minimap the Wukong being chased, but I think he's safe. And ping's coming out for this Drake in 50 seconds, so definitely going to be 0-10 Powerspike running it straight towards that objective. They've got shove mid. I imagine someone's gonna go bot and get shoved bot too, and yeah, it's gonna be hard for the Ace of Diamonds to actually contest this objective. There is only a 3k gold lead though, I will say. It was 6k at one point, but some of these team fights and some of the objective bounties secured by the Ace of Diamonds have actually been able to shore up some of their weaknesses here. But Madden's caught out in his own jungle and he's gonna die. That's super rough. He tries to get himself out with the Cyclone, but he just can't. And now that's going to be sole point. Gotta be uncontested, surely.
They did pick up a lot of gold in that last sequence. You know, they got the 1,000 gold on the shutdown for Zed. They picked up mid-tier 1 as well. But the tempo is just a little bit too slow on the extended play, and allows 0-10 Powerspike to set up a trap in the jungle, get a pick on the jungler, and then the Drake is completely free.
Yeah, agreed. I think we do... Oh, okay, Lucian is here to try and maybe make something happen here. We see Milio is also on the backside trying to make sure that Leo is going to die here. And they do get a shutdown, so that is big. I don't know why 106, 120 CS is going to be able to get himself a shutdown, but this is a really iffy play, and I think this isn't going to go well for Zed. He gets the kill onto Starlet. Actually thinks he could get out. Okay, Briar's Impact covers his exit, and he gets away with it. So just a casual solo kill under the tier 2 turret. And yeah, that's really rough. Yeah, they're 6-0-3, so I think you're right. Yeah, they did. And I think at this point it's probably better to give it to Mizu. I think
Yeah,
Briar's
the
Impact is
scaling.
going to be able to do more in the late game. He's going to scale harder and has already been a major thorn in the side of the enemy team. So, you know, allowing the Victor to continue to grow, definitely going to be a problem. And yeah, with the Ezreal, with the Victor here, they are big threats right now. You know, they're on 2.5 items. Needlessly large rod, they're going to get... Oh, never mind. Change his mind. No, needlessly large rod going to get picked up by Mizu. Yeah, cool. Going to change it again? No, he's left the base. All right, he commits to the NLR. And so do you think... I mean, he's got an Amp Tome in there as well, so that's definitely not for a Rabadon's Death Cap. That's going to be...
I would want it to be
Probably... Zonia's, yeah? Okay. Yeah, I think it could definitely be that. We see here the replay there. Really well timed on the ultimate by Zed to be able to... It was like a millisecond out on the ultimate from the shockwave, right? So is able to get away with it, gets out, you know. The Wukong tries to get something but leaves empty-handed. And yeah, this game is a stark difference from game one. I think the Ace of Diamonds, if they're going to try and make a comeback here, they have their work cut out for them. We saw they did stem the bleeding to 3k, but now it is back up to 4k. So it seems like when there aren't good coordinated plays occurring from the Diamonds, they are just stemming gold. And we see here again, Starlet's caught out, and Briar's Impact is godlike. There's a response TP here, but I don't know if the team are actually here to really make something happen here. I think that Madden is able to get that flash out of Briar's Impact purely based on the fact he's assuming if Cyclone came out that they have the numbers. But the numbers weren't quite there yet. Sion Ultimate's going to come out and they're going to knock up 2. Shen ult's going to come out here onto Briar's Impact to try and keep him safe. And we're going to see his ulti come out surely. Lucian's going to get the shutdown here onto Victor. But Lucian's in a bad place as well. And we see he goes down. Ezreal is just completely untouched in this fight. And he's going to just pick up probably 3 kills here, surely. Yeah, I think that is a triple kill for him, and he's now 6-0-9. And then, almost exactly like we saw in game one, a bad fight by the blue side team is going to cost them a Baron. Really close to the spawn time. It's not quite as close. It was 11 seconds in game one versus 2 minutes in game two. But the point still stands that it's a fairly early Baron here. And
I would watch this fight again. Well. I think... If we watch Gladiator, I think he hit like a 3-man bubble in the middle of that fight, which was absolutely massive.
All right, let's see. Watch the Nami here. So we see they give up on Victor. They now start chasing. Sion is going to pop ulti chasing the Nami. Nami misses the bubble onto him and is going to get knocked up. 1-man hit by the tidal wave is the Lucian. Big W by Victor. And that's where it was a 3-man. It was a 3-man bubble. 100%. Gladiator.
And then Zed just goes in and gets the damage on all of them. The fight is just won.
That is big by the Nami. Did not actually catch that in the original fight. But yeah, massive play by Gladiator. Long-term viewers of the mini LCS will remember Gladiator played mid in the Winter Open for Flip My Burger and drew so many bans he never really got to play his main. So instead of trying to play mid this time, he has moved over to support, and he is making a show of it, honestly. 14 out of 22 on the kill participation. He's super strong on the Nami. And yeah, the team is commandingly in the lead right now. They know that the Drake is going to be up within the next minute here. And I don't know whether or not Ace of Diamonds can contest it. It's going to be Cloud Soul. Cloud Soul is honestly massively oppressive for all champions, but Zed is going to be able to make massive use of it. Ezreal is going to be able to use it insanely well.
Victor as well.
Yeah, Victor as well.
Yeah, he just runs at you.
Yeah, Pops R runs at you, you die. What can you do? Not much. He's 8-1 as well right now. You were right on the Zhonya's call out, by the way. That was his 3rd item here, so gonna be strong as the Drakes. Okay, yeah, just completely uncontested. Gift over the soul. 8k gold in the lead right now. And I fear for how Ace of Diamonds come back from this. I think it may be a little bit too far gone. I think Ezreal and Victor outscale Orianna, Lucian anyway. And they've already hit major spikes. They're already both on 3 items. Starlet keeps getting caught out by the Zed in the side lanes as well, which is super difficult. Not a slight on the player, but more so just the Zed is so hard to get away from you, especially with the items he has. He did go for the Ghostblade third, and we see Leo is able to just drag attention to him up here in the top lane. He is 1-1-10 right now, so for as much aggro as he pulls towards him, he's not died all that much. And his team on the mean side, they're able to just pick up the inhib here mid, and we see Mizu does have to burn his Zhonya's. It's going to get shut down here. Free money onto the Lucian, 3-6-1 right now. The only person I think on his team that is matching in items outside of the top lane. And doesn't really matter though, because they're still going to lose 2 inhibs.
Yeah, but a bit of a poor Zhonya's there from Mizu, you know, after the shockwave has already been popped, and he's like down to about 40% HP, and then he gets burst after the Zhonya's comes off. Yeah. Which is a bit unfortunate. But, you know, they pick up 2 inhibs, and they'll go back to farming jungle camps, farming waves, and probably just setting up for the next Baron in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine they probably try to do like a 4-1 setup in the top lane, no? They have auto push mid, they have auto push bot. They can send as many people as they want, knowing Shen can ult in if need be, and then just take that third inhib before the Baron comes up. And then when the Baron comes up, enemy team need to either attend Baron and lose their base to minions, or sort out the minions and give away 3 Baron. So, and we see Levi and Gladiator straight up into that top lane, trying to get shoved in the wave, and looks like Briar's Impact and Zed are pathing in that direction. Meanwhile, Leo just being a menace in the bot lane. He's got several members there looking to hopefully maybe catch him, but he does get away with it. And just goes straight to pushing mid.
Yeah. And there's not really much for what they're going
Oh, this is maybe a big ultimate. Gonna have Cyclone come out and the Sion ulti straight down there, and we see Levi's gonna go godlike anyway. So this is a fight that Diamond started, but 0-10 Powerspike are gonna end it, and that is literally 4 members of their team straight down into the fountain. Payday's gonna go down as well. Double kill here for Leo, and we're going to a game 3. Holy! After that first game, the first game was so commanding. I would not have seen game 2 going this way. This is a series on our hands. Holy.
Yeah, well played by 0-10 Powerspike. Looked like a bit of a desperation play at the end from Ace of Diamonds to try and make something happen. Kind of gets turned on its head and ends up with 0-10 Powerspike taking the win.